Today we're hanging the donkey ornament. Seems funny, said the boy, appearing as if from nowhere. You doing Christmas at this time of year? Outside the church, the sun was fiercely bright. The stained glass windows blazed blue and red and yellow, as colorful as beach huts. Fairground music floated in at the open door. That is the next story, isn't it? Christmas? It is, said the carpenter. Dare say you don't need me to tell you any more. Everyone knows the Christmas story. Tell it anyway, said John. And Mr. Butterfield did not put up much of a fight.
The road was rough, the light was failing. More than once the donkey stumbled over a rut in the ground. God will take care of everything, said Mary, but Joseph was not so sure. The journey could not have come at a worse time. Mary's baby might be born at any time. She ought to be resting at home, not clinging to the lurching back of the donkey mile after tiring mile. But the Romans, who had recently made Israel a part of their empire, wanted to count the exact number of people in their newly conquered territory. So they had ordered everyone to travel to their hometown and register their names. For Joseph and Mary, that meant traveling to Bethlehem, a small town not far from Jerusalem. The donkey pitched and rolled. As the roofs of Bethlehem came into sight, the unborn baby flexed his muscles. It's almost time, said Mary, biting her lip. A bed, a bed. Joseph must find somewhere for his life to rest. But the crowds pushed past like a river breaking around an island. The town was full to bursting. Inside the clattering inn, Joseph had to shout to make himself heard. A bed? Do you have a bed for my wife? You are joking, aren't you? Said the innkeeper. Not so much as a shelf. The whole tribe of David is in Bethlehem tonight. Joseph's panic rose. If God really was taking care of everything, he did not seem to be doing a very good job of it. But her child, the baby, it's coming. The innkeeper glanced outside at the woman crouched on the ground beside her donkey. There's always the stable, I suppose. It's not much, but it's shelter. May God be good to you both, my friend. Your baby picked a bad time to be born. Across the yard, the noise from the inn died down. Its lamps went out. The only light in the stable came from a wick floating in a bowl of oil. Its flames danced in the eyes of the animals as they watched Joseph rake together a bed of straw. Their ears tilted. The flies settled on their nostrils, but they went on watching motionless. For the woman was giving birth, and all animals understood the wonder of that.
No snow then? Said the boy. There's always snows in the pictures. Probably more flies than snow in that part of the world. Flies on the cattle, flies on the donkeys, flies on the dirty straw. People mostly painted all cozy looking with a row of cuddly animals. But that was the whole point, wasn't it? That the Son of God would be born in an ordinary, down-to-earth place. That the maker of the universe would squeeze himself into one tiny, frail, ordinary flesh and blood human being. Must have been a happy time, though. I picture the stars pulsing overhead, and the planets spinning like wheels, and the moon grinning, while the constellations did somersaults across the dark sky. The old man and the boy looked at one another. Both of them smiled. Flies have thousands of lenses in their eyes, said the boy. They see everything thousands of times over. If there were all those flies, imagine what the flies saw, Mr. Butterfield. Imagine.